Hello and welcome to the race brief for the Boxend Swimrun. Firstly, we are a COVID secure event, so we need you to stay 2 metres away from everyone at all times. This includes on the course because there's sections of course that cross and that is a two-way street, so you need to remain 2 metres away from everyone at all times. This is the only reason we're allowed to race is because we're COVID secure. We also have a QPR code that we need you to scan at registration that helps with track and trace. Due to the lovely English weather and the amount of rain we're having, there is maybe a course change or two coming up. The river is quite high and flowing quite fast, and it is at the moment quite dangerous. So unless we have an improvement, there is a course change coming, but we will keep you updated. There may also be a few changes to the race manual that is up on the website due to the light that we're having as well. The daylight hours are changing far faster than we expected, so we may be starting just a minute or two later than we advertised in the race manual, but I'll go into that in a second. Registration will be in the yellow mustard tent. There will be 2 queues, one for the 21 and the 5k and one for the 10k. At registration, you need to check your number on the number board before you queue, and then you need to give this number to the registration ladies. They will give you your pack. In your pack there will be a swim hat. The swim hat you need to wear at all times when you swim, but you can take it off when you run, but as long as you wear it when you are swimming. You will get a armband with your number on it. This needs to be worn on your right hand side. Doesn't matter whether you wear it on your leg or on your arm. If you find the more petite, it fits better on your leg, and the slightly chunkier, it fits slightly better on your arm. But as long as it's secure and it's on your right hand side. You will also receive 2 timing chips in your race pack. You need to wear both of these timing chips on the outside of any neoprene. Teams, you need to wear 1 timing chip for each person, because it's a good way of us making sure that you're still together at the finish line. When you've received your timing chips, it's really important you stay at least 20 metres away from the start line. Because we're doing it as a 10-second staggered start, the sensitive system will pick you up and is looking for you the whole time. So it will pick you up earlier and you'll end up with a start time that you don't like very much. So remember to stay 20 metres away until you're called forward. When you're called forward, we need you to come into the yellow race tunnel and stay 2 metres apart, and you'll be started at 10-second intervals. The start times are as follows. The 21k will be at daybreak, which we're hoping will be about 7 AM. We can't really let you go in the dark because head torches and water don't mix very well, so as soon as it's light enough we'll let you go, which we're estimating to be about 7 o'clock. The 10k is at 8 AM and the 5k is at 8:30. Registration will be open from 6 AM, but it will be open until 8:15 AM. So those in the 10 and the 5k, you don't need to register at 6 AM if you don't want to get up quite that early. But it's open then for the 21kers who need to be ready to go for 7 AM or daybreak. When you are racing, you are following the following signs. In the 5k, you are following the green signs and the green reassuring tape. In the 10k, you are following the yellow signs and the yellow reassuring tape. And in the 21k, you are following the red signs and the red reassuring tape. Another really important sign that you may see is a no entry sign. Do not pass these signs. This is not a triathlon. We will not have marshals at every single point. Our marshals are only on swim ins and swim outs. It is an adventure race, and part of swimrun is navigation. You are given a map. The maps are on the website, and you have a map in your race pack when you receive it from registration. You need to look for your signs. In busier areas there will be floor paint, as our signs tend to go missing or get destroyed by members of the public. But you need to keep your eyes open and looking up and around at your signs. Follow the signs, not the person in front. You may be following the course with all 3 colours and your course then suddenly branches off. You need to make sure you are following the correct coloured signs for your race distance. This is not a triathlon. We do not have marshals at every turn. When you are swimming, you are entering the water and there will be a swim-in marshal. You are exiting the water at a yellow feather flag. These are what you're sighting to. There will also be a marshal at the swim-out points. This is for safety. When you're in the water, if you are in distress, we need you to roll over onto your back and put your arm in the air. This means that the paddlers know that you're struggling and they will come over to assist you. With this in mind, there is no strokes to be done on your back. It is all swimming on your front unless you're in distress. When the paddlers get to you, you need to hold the front of the boat or the board, not the side or their paddles. This is firstly to maintain social distancing, but also so that you don't pull them in. You can hold on to the front of the boat for as long as you need to rest, as long as you make no forward progress. It is due to be about 14 to 13 degrees in the water, so it is quite chilly and wetsuits will be mandatory. When you exit the water, you also have wind chill to take into account, and it may actually be warmer in the water than it is out of the water. So as soon as you exit the water, the best advice we can give is you get moving as quickly as possible. This will help you keep warm. Leave your swim hat on for as long as possible. This will also aid you in staying warm. If you decide you are withdrawing and you are leaving the course, please report to a marshal. Please don't just leave the course. Please make sure a marshal knows that you are withdrawing. They will send the number back to race control and we know where you are and we can account for you at all times. You then, once you have reported to a marshal, please make your way back to Race HQ and hand over your bib and your armband and your timing chip. Please make sure that you avoid the race course, as there will still be people racing and we need you to maintain social distancing. Your race manual has lots of details in it and lots of information, including your maps, your race splits and things like this, and we will be updating everything as the situation improves or worsens with the river on our Facebook page, and we'll try and keep the race manual as up to date as we can. Thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, please message us.